Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a long time, but I decided to make a video on my first AQ Map 8 experience. So today we're going to be taking this path here. We're going to be going up to the Armored Assault path, and a couple interesting fights there. And then we're going to be moving on to Section 2 with Buffed Up, and then once again on to Section 3 with Buffed Up. So overall, I would say afterwards that my AQ Map 8 experience was not the most enjoyable. There are some just stupid things that happened, but at the time of recording this, I am most of the way through day 2. So I figured some things out now, and I am much more comfortable, I would say, with Map 8. I had some interesting situations that I just wasn't ready for on my first day, especially the Super Skull fight, as you will see. And I would just say now I am more used to it. So starting off though, I have to say the Alliance ticket thing, did not miss it at all. 30 Alliance tickets is not cheap in the slightest. So definitely did not miss that. But we're going to be starting off with this Human Torch. So this guy shouldn't be any problem. Enhanced Special 1 and is unblockable. But the way that the Enhanced Special 1 node works is that only works for... actually, I don't know how it works, but I think it's either the first it's only unblockable if it's not a projectile, I believe, and the first hit of Human Torch's Special 1 is a projectile, so it's actually not unblockable. So you can just block the whole thing, which I believe I do for the most part in this fight. And it is Enhanced Special 1, so he's going to be throwing that a lot. And with Colossus, especially since mine is awakened, it is actually beneficial to block that last hit of the Special 1, because if I do get incinerated, I can just convert it to an armor up, which is very nice. So as you guys saw there, I parried the first hit. I did get hit. I think I tried to dodge it. It just didn't happen, I guess. Not exactly sure what just happened, but it's fine. We're just going to carry on. Did lose a little bit of health there, but it's not going to be much of a problem at all, as you guys will see. So it's carrying on, blocking it again. Got the dodge that time. And just going to finish off the fight with a Special 1. There we go. That's the first fight down in Map 8. So I was very stressed out, and then after that, I kind of cooled off a little bit. So next up, we have a Silver Centurion. I'm going to be completely honest, I have not fought this guy really at all. I don't have much experience fighting him. Just making sure the nodes were the same here. It's pretty certain, but just had to make sure. So I believe we use Venompool here. And we put on, I think, the Clintar mutation. Could be wrong, though. Or we're going to go Hunter Spider. All right. So I believe I went Hunter Spider here because since I normally go Energize because I just like the bonus that Energize gives and throw special attacks more often. But since it's power locked at Special 1, I decided to go, I guess, Hunter Spider because I wanted the bonus damage that it offered. But I didn't want to go Malice because I'm not going to, this fight's not going to go long enough where that's helpful. And Clintar mutation is not going to be evading, so I don't need that immediately. And I do Omnom this buff, so I get the nice regen. I believe you need at least 2 Omnoms in order for it to not, or go past what recoil takes away. But I do love that Omnom ability, and actually that's going to come in very handy in this next section of Armored Assault. Just got to get through this fight first. And as you guys can see, I'm very unfamiliar with this guy's animations. His Special 1, definitely unfamiliar with, and I even messed up the heavy attack a little bit. But we're just going to Omnom again. As you guys can see, actually, I guess one Omnom does heal more than recoil takes away. I just took some block damage, so it's equal. So I take that back. Omnom does heal more than recoil, so it's still viable. And now we're going to be moving on to the first fight of the actual path. And this is Dr. Octopus. And I've come to find out now that this is actually the most annoying part of Section 1. He is just very awkward to fight, especially with Venompool, because Venompool does rely on making it to his Special 1. So I'm just checking out the rest of the path, just making sure nothing's too weird. And the way Venompool works in this whole path is that if the defender has an armor up active, they are unblockable and they gain bonus attack rating. But they also gain an armor up buff if I don't hit them every 6 seconds. And my nullify effects have a % chance to fail every time I do activate them. So the interesting thing of Doc Ock is he is, I believe, the only champion on this path with a consistent armor up, and it's extremely annoying. So if you guys see the little icon with like a I guess it looks like a heart, and it's green. When that hits 100, it activates the armor up. But with Venom Pool, his Om-Nom ability does not count as a nullify, which is a very interesting find that I found pretty recently, actually. So I just had to go Venom Pool for this. And he also works for buffed up, so that's great. But as long as I throw a special one, I'm going to get a regen, which diminishes the amount recoil takes away. And it also removes the armor up consistently. So I do not need to worry about it. And there, since the green thing, it goes up by 20. It only takes 5 landed hits for it to hit 100. As long as I time it so that the last hit of the special one hits. This time I messed it up, kind of, not really. But as long as I time it right, I will always remove the armor up as needed. So that fight was a little bit annoying. It's just kind of awkward to get used to, but it's really no problem. And looking at the thing, I'm in 3rd place currently. No items used. No one's using items. So yeah, good start to EQ map 8. Okay, moving on to my next fight. I do not have audio for... Wait. Yep, no audio. Okay, just making sure. No audio for this one. I was just kind of going around doing stuff, so I couldn't turn on audio. But we had this Venom the Duck here, and like I said in the first Doc Ock fight, he had a consistent armor up. This guy, on the other hand, has a very inconsistent armor up. So there is a 1 in 6 chance when his aberration effect hits 100 that he will gain the armor up. It's just a 1 in 6 chance and it's very unlikely. For example, I believe he does gain it at some point in this fight, but today on day 2, he did not gain the armor up. I believe he just gained power gain twice and precision maybe once. It really isn't a problem. So we're just going in Venom Pool here. It really doesn't matter. We're just, yeah, killing him, I guess. It is a bit annoying though if Turtling does trigger, because sometimes I find Venom the Duck will not throw a special attack ever. So as you guys can see here, he got power gain, not an armor up, no worry. So here he would have gained an armor up, but he didn't because I barely clipped him. But here he is going to indeed gain 1, and now I'm just trying to bait out the special 1. I go for the special 2 just to power drain myself, and then get the power gain to go straight into a special 1 to get rid of the armor up. And there he did gain 1, but I was mid special 1, so I got lucky, and it just removed it instantly. So really no problem at all. And even though I've thrown a lot of specials with Venom Pool so far in this quest, I am pretty much topped up because the Om-Nom ability is extremely potent. It's a great ability. I really like it. I just like saying Om-Nom too. It's fun. Okay, but that is Venom the Duck. He is dead, and really no problem at all for Venom Pool. Okay, moving on, we now have a Silver Surfer. I believe this also does not have audio. My apologies. And I do not remember who we took this fight with. I guess it's looking like Venom Pool. It's the same nodes. I don't know why I looked again. Just felt like it, I guess. I'm really just thinking about who I'm going to use for this fight. I guess I go Venom Pool. Forgot the pre-fight. It really doesn't matter, but I did forget it. But Silver Surfer really isn't a problem here. As you guys will see later, he is very annoying on buffed up, and I'm not excited to have to fight him again today on day 2. But the only way that this guy ever gains an armor up is if he throws a heavy or a special 1 while the armor up thing is active. So there I got lucky that he didn't punish me for phasing. And then he was unblockable there, but I got the special 1 dodge, is fine. And then, yeah, just got the special 1 off and removed it. So, like I said, this fight really isn't a problem. I believe I do get clipped at some point, though, which is not good. So there he is unblockable. Now he has 2 armor ups, so I'm actually looking to get the special 1 there, so I can remove both those and get double regen. So now I've actually gained quite a bit of health. I'm at 93%. I don't know what I was at when I walked in, but it definitely was not that amount. And I did get hit there. I lost quite a bit of health, which is fine, I guess. Now I'm trying to bait out the special 1 just to dodge it safely. And here, he finally froze it, please. Throw it, maybe. I guess this doesn't feel like it. Okay, got it there. He has 3 armor up, so I'm really excited to get this special 1 in. And to get only 2 regions. I guess didn't feel like nullifying that one. Whatever. I believe Om-Nom does not have a 100% chance of triggering, which is a bit annoying, but it's fine. So we did lose quite a bit of health. We did heal quite a substantial amount, though, which is great. Okay, now Silver Surfer's down. Now we have the Killmonger. So this Killmonger is a bit... I was nervous about this Killmonger. I was more nervous about this guy than really anyone else on any of the other 3 paths. But I decided to go CGR because CGR does apply an armor break at the start of the fight. And I came to realize, like, mid-fight, Killmonger doesn't have a way of activating an armor up. So unless I don't hit him for 6 seconds, this fight is a complete joke. It's not a problem at all. And if he ever did, I have a special too with CGR that can inflict a ridiculous amount of armor breaks, or just let the judgments expire. And I basically just kill him here, I believe. I believe I need to throw one more special. And I don't know what that was. That was a weird medium attack in the middle there. But yeah, easy fight, not a problem at all. I was nervous, but turned out to not be anything to worry about. All right, so moving again into AQ. We are now moving to Section 2. Section 1 is cleared, and I go into the right side to the buffed up lane. So I was quite late here. I had something going on. I just couldn't join. Lion said no problem. I told him in advance. But I do have these free fights to take. And man, was this something interesting. So I go with Venom. Actually, do I? Yeah, I go with Colossus. Wait, no. Who should I take here? Yeah, okay, Colossus. I took Colossus for this Venom. Colossus is very tanky, and he is very easy to use on buffed up. Because CGR, I have to throw a special attack first, and that can take some time. Venompool, you have to get him ramped up first, but Colossus starts the fight ramped for buffed up. But what is very annoying that you guys are going to see, especially in the Super Skrull fight, is that how this lane works is if I knock the defender down, they gain a 7-second cruelty, which that is just to give the defender a buff. It doesn't stack, but that's just to give them a buff in case it's difficult to give them more than 3 or 2 buffs, which will give them the 3 buffs. But this is a 2-way buffed up. So if I do not have 3 buffs on myself as the attacker, the defender will take 0 damage. But if the defender also does not have 3 buffs active, they will take 0 damage. So both champions need to have 3 buffs active in order for the defender to take damage, which is super annoying. It is extremely annoying. So Venom luckily starts the fight with multiple buffs active. It's not a problem at all. But Colossus here, he also starts with 3 active. But the idea for this Colossus with Venompool is that I just remove armor ups. But the problem is that if I accidentally take him below 3, there is no easy way of getting him above or at 3 or above. So I basically need to keep him at 3 or above the entire fight, which is why I hold off for, I believe, quite a while before I actually start going for special ones. And plus, I also need to get Venompool at 3 buffs before I can actually inflict damage. So we get the Energize, and like I said, I like to run Energize as the favorite food because it gets you to special ones or special 3s quite a bit faster. And when awakened, oh, forgot about this. Yeah, I got hit pretty hard. I go down to 19%. But as you guys are going to see, the Omnom ability is extremely good and very successful at bringing me at a high amount of health again. Okay, so for the special 3 here, get spicy. Pretty cool. And now we are going to, yeah, okay, never mind. Still special 3. And Colossus here will not get bled by this, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. Actually kind of beneficial because I can get more special ones in. But I'm officially ramped, so I'm dealing damage now. And I want this guy to throw a special 2 so he gains as many armor ups as possible. So now he's at 9, which is great because now I can just remove those. And I was at, remember, I got knocked down to 19% by this guy. And I'm going to walk out of this fight with, let me just say, a lot more than 19% health. So yeah, and day 2 today, I actually walked out with full yellow bar. I started around 60% and I walked out with full health, which is really nice. But like I said, once again, the Omnom does not have a 100% chance triggering, but in this case, it doesn't need to trigger every time. It is just nice if it does. So you get all three times. So I'm just stalling this fight just so I can walk out with as much health possible. And we get 60% health pretty much, which is insane. So Venom Pool is awesome. I ranked 2'd him quite a bit before this, and I just thought he was fun, but I'm really trying to see now that he is, in fact, a very, very good champion. Skip quite a bit of that. Okay, so now we're on Super Skrull. And this guy sucks, just flat out. He is not a fun fight at all. So we have a little bit of lag here. Let me skip forward a little bit. Okay, so this guy, I just hate fighting Super Skrull. So I actually did solo him today with Colossus, which is very nice. And Colossus, I would say, of my 3 champions that I bring, is the best option and the only consistent one. But I just hate Super Scroll. He's so annoying. His special 2 is stupid and inconvenient. The fact that he can go unblockable if the stars align for him properly. And the falter mechanic and this power gain. Like, all just make him an absolutely annoying defender. So here we're just kind of playing normally. Really nothing going wrong so far. But yeah, the falter's about to active, so now I can't hit him. So I just get rid of the falter there. Now I have energy vulnerability, which does give me some nice willpower, but it's really not enough to be substantial. And this fight's going smoothly. And then I get hit. 5-hit combo. This man hits like a pillowcase though, so doesn't deal any damage, any significant damage. And then my big mistake here was going for the special 2. So now he's at his own special 2, and I'm like, oh shoot. And then I decided to go for a heavy for some reason, and now he's at 6%, and I get the falter. And of course, I falter, and then he's at 6%. I would have killed, and then I get special 3'd, and this, I believe, doesn't even kill me. Yeah, this doesn't even kill me, but I'm stunned. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I was that close. So I'm like, wow, that really sucks. First day of map 8, and I died to a really stupid death. So I shouldn't have run the special 2 when I did. Should have waited out the special 1 first. And then I also should not have thrown a heavy when he was at a special 2. So we're going to skip quite a bit. I believe I just kind of sat here. I go in with, I think, Venompool first. And the problem with Venompool is that it takes quite a while to get him ramped up to actually deal damage. So here I was like, okay, gotta just land some hits and be aggressive to build up the cooking meter. And there's our first buff. Got precision. Who cares? I just need 3 of them. Technically, I actually only need 2 because dexterity gives me enough time to inflict damage. So we're just going at this. It's really nothing. I don't know. There's really nothing happening. And just trying to bait out the special 1. But no, I get hit by special. Or by his attack. And then I got the falter on me now. So trying to handle that. And now I'm trying to bait out the special 2. And I'm like, okay. And I go for the dodge and I die. Again. And I'm like, this guy sucks. Like, a lot. And he's super annoying. So pretty much what I've determined is that if I do die of Colossus in this fight, I just need to revive him rather than waste the rest of my team. But I do kill this guy with CGR. I really think I do. Hope I do. But all I have to do is not activate Dex and then just throw my heavy attack against him. And then special 2 and it kills. So really no big deal at all. Well, actually it was a big deal. Really not a hard fight. I just sucked here, I guess. And now we're moving on to section 3. All right. And now continuing on to section 3. I believe we start with a Groot. And Groot is a little bit annoying and buffed up because the problem with Groot is that he does gain a lot of buffs, and that's not a problem. But the problem is that he doesn't gain them consistently. They'll like appear, and then you can deal a lot of damage. Otherwise, they'll just kind of disappear. And also the debuff duration decrease is a little bit annoying, but it's really no problem at all. And yeah, Odin's, I don't have a lot of experience fighting Odin, and then Venompool is fine. Except you have to get Venompool ramped up, which is a really weird experience. And then Silver Surfer, well, as you guys will see, is a bit annoying. But we're just going to be starting with this Groot. And we're just going to be bringing in CGR since the rest of the team is dead. So yeah. Just starting off no damage. Just got to get CGR ramped up. I'm really just trying not to use Dexterity. So we have to go for the light here. And then I believe I actually land a heavy attack. There we go. And then I just go for a special 2, I think. There we go. And he does have all the buffs active right now, which is nice. So we do get a ridiculous amount of damage in. I do get clipped by the special 2. That's fine. Really no problem at all. He gained even more buffs, and he's dead. Really no problem at all. Pretty fun, actually. Okay, and then Odin here. So Odin does start off with quite a few buffs. A little notification there. And, oh, I haven't talked about this, but the crossfight ability for the buffed up lane, right there, that was a good coincidence, but it makes it so buffs and debuffs activated from special attacks, I don't remember, but it's either 40% increased duration or potency. Whatever it is, it really doesn't matter. I guess CGR benefits a little bit from it, but it doesn't matter really at all. So we're just going to be taking this Odin. He does start 3 buffs, which is very, very nice. But I don't really know his Odin's special animations, so that was something to definitely get used to. But CGR absolutely destroys it. But I didn't realize it, but I armor broke, or gave an armor break, so I lost the ability to deal damage in the special too. So, and then all my buffs fall off, of course, which is great. And I had no idea how to dodge that, so I just blocked it. Just being honest. And then I believe we're just gonna race to a special. Nope, special 2 apparently. Alright. And then we got the special 2 to dodge again. I actually got hit though, and I'm not doing very well health-wise. So we're just going in for another combo. Got the vigilance up, doesn't really matter. And I once again do not dodge, because this time I'm actually trying to get the special 2 off efficiently with all the buffs up. And here, I believe we just get a special 3, and I just go for it. So pretty cool. We're at 11%, and he's at 77. So CGR is in no way a good option for this fight, because Odin is a very easy fight here with either Colossus or Venompool, since that's my team, because I can't get rid of any of the buffs as long as I don't throw Venompool's special 1, which as long as I don't do that, it's really not a hard fight at all. So here we're just going to go in again, and we're actually going to get some pretty decent damage, I believe. So I'm pretty low in health, and here I'm pretty much dead. And then I just go for the special 1, intending to go for the special 2, which probably would have killed, but no, I died. So that is my full team KO'd. Luckily, I really haven't used any items yet. I don't know why I'm looking around, but just looking around, I guess. And then we are going to have to revive here, which is annoying, but fine. I cannot remember if I've used items. Nope, no items before this. So I use a smaller revive, really no big deal. So what I should have done here is use one of the 3 level 4 Alliance team health potions. But no, I decided to use 5 level 4 Alliance health potions, which doesn't even top up Colossus. I should have just gone for the team 1. That would have been all the items I used the entire path. But whatever. So kind of spoiled it, but I'm going to need to use more items later on. But Colossus, you guys can see, just shreds this. I mean, the heavy crits, it's stupid. So, yep, he's dead. No problem at all now that Colossus is alive. Wish I had him in the other fight. And then we had this Venom Pool. So, Venom Pool's kind of interesting here, because the same way that I need to ramp up Venom Pool to deal damage as an attacker, I have to do the same for the defender. So it's kind of annoying, actually, getting this Venom Pool ramped up, because for quite a significant amount of the start of the fight, I cannot deal damage, because this guy has no buffs active. Luckily, if I do knock him down, though, he does gain the cruelty, and like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter. In this case, it just speeds up how fast I can deal damage to him. And with Colossus, you just throw heavy, so it's really no big deal. But I actually haven't taken this fight on day 2 yet, but when I do, I'm probably just going to land 5-hit combos until I get him to 2 buffs, and then I'll start doing the heavies, just to make this go a little bit faster. Because, like I said, it does take a little while, and we're about 30 seconds into the fight, and now I can finally start dealing damage. Which, go for a big special 2. Got 2 crits, really nice. Got a nice dodge there, and I've lost a bunch of health with Colossus already, as you guys may have noticed over the course of this fight, which is quite annoying. It's been partly suicides and just block damage, because I must say the block damage is a little nuts in some cases, but really no big deal there either. And then we have this Silver Surfer. So, this Silver Surfer is so much worse than I could have imagined. So, like you had to ramp up Venompool a little bit, which just took landing hits, you have to play this fight extremely awkwardly. So Silver Surfer does have 1 buff automatically, the Power Cosmic, but it gets consumed to gain another buff that's temporary. So I do get the cruelty, and I have 2 buffs on him right now, but I need him to throw a heavy or a special 1 in order for me to reliably deal damage. This is extremely annoying. This whole fight is just annoying. So I got a little low power thing there, and I did dash back luckily before the heavy, so I'm fine there. And now he has 2 buffs, but he didn't use the special 1 to gain the buff, so he only has 2, and now I have to wait for the Power Cosmic to come back for me to actually inflict damage. So it's just a long and annoying fight. So there, we got everything up, all the buffs, whatever. And now we're just kind of taking him down, and we're doing insane damage because Colossus is awesome. And we got the refresh, so now he has all the buffs, and I get hit. And I die. So my ramped up Silver Surfer that would have been dead in like does 3-4 more heavies, one specialty would have probably done it. I died. So I'm going back to CGR and I'm thinking, oh, this can't be that hard to finish off. So I have 9 items left, or 7 items now, and I've just been using these level 4 health potions. So I go and I'm like, this can't be that bad. 42%, that'll be plenty. Let me just say I was very wrong about that. So we're just doing my normal thing. And yeah. And then I kind of realized that he doesn't have any buffs active. So I'm trying to get him to throw a heavy attack, which he does. But then the phase, but luckily I got that going. But then I forgot again that Power Cosmic exists. So then I can't actually deal damage. And now I get a bunch of damage in, but then my buffs fall off. And I'm not dealing damage again. And now he's got a special too, and I'm just trying to dodge this thing. And it's just not happening. So, yeah, we're just kind of trying to survive here. I'm taking a lot of block damage. I'm pretty low in health. I did get him down quite a bit, though. And I got clipped. And I die. There's another death to this Silver Surfer. And at this point, like, this is like the last fight I actually need to take. And I'm really annoyed. And I especially don't want to have to item out. So I just decided, screw it. I'm doing a bigger revive. And I'm just going to put on a big health potion. I'm not losing this. It's not going to happen. So I go into Colossus again. Don't even try Venompool because I know I'm going to die. And then he does throw the power gainer off the bat, which is, I guess, nice. It's fine. And we're just waiting for that Power Cosmic to come back. Just going to take a little bit. And yeah, I'm missing my parries, which is fun. I just got 2 buffs, but sadly that is going to expire pretty fast. So now it's back, or I guess it is still at 2. Power Cosmic's coming back though, so now I can inflict damage. And he did throw the special one, so now he has a lot of buffs that I can consistently deal damage on, which is awesome. And look, like, not even crits, that was almost 10% one heavy. Like, as long as I crit, and as long as this guy, like, stays ramped up, this fight isn't a problem. Except you just saw that block damage. Like I said, it's kind of nuts on these fights with all the buffs. Because some of these Furies are massive. And he finally goes down. Even though it took a lot of items and it was aggravating, he did go down. And I'm just looking here. I'm thinking, I can probably take this Vulture. I'm pretty good in health. And CGR is also pretty good in health. So I believe I go into CGR. I'm looking. These guys are pretty far out from taking him. So I might as well just take it. Why not? I was just making sure he didn't have Apocalypse, because Apocalypse probably is the best option here. But we just go in with CGR. We do have to watch out for tenacity, but it's really no big deal. And I do believe I lose a significant amount of health in this fight, but it is my last fight. I'm not taking the Penny Parker boss or getting a boss cross fight. So, yeah, really no big deal. He did get tenacity there, so I had to watch out a little bit. And once again, we're trying not to activate Dex. So if my parry actually does trigger, I have to deal with the miss mechanic, which is also super fun. And I have to be very careful of whether or not my parry actually sticks, and if it does, whether or not I can get a heavy cancel in on it for the special too. So there it goes, and I got it. And he is tenacitying some of my armor breaks, but I didn't actually lose that much health, and he goes down pretty smoothly. And that is it. My Q run, 5 items left. I could have been 13 items left if I had just done the big health potion earlier. Wouldn't have been a big deal at all. But we are done. That's it. AQ map 8. Day 1 completed. We did get 100% in all 3 BGs. And I must say, the map 8 crystals look pretty awesome. So, yeah. Pretty excited to see where map 8 goes into the future. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, would consider subscribing. That'd be great. Catch you in the next video.